Come on. Come on.
Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video. So, last full session, we went through push. I'm going to go through pull now. So, we're in warehouse gym. Trained here last week. 2 videos ago, I did pull. That was in a different warehouse gym. So, essentially, it's that session, but obviously just with a little bit different kit. I think the kit in here is a little bit better. So, we'll take you through everything. We're going to start with abs. I've done 2 sets. This is going to be the last set. Do crunches the other sessions. This session, I have a hanging leg raise. So that's what we're going to nail now. So I have 3, and this is the last one. I was just speaking to Lucy then, and ideally, you have a neutral grip for these because you get towards the end, and when you're just stuck in this position, you can start to feel it with your shoulders a little bit. That's the only bad thing, but we'll still get 3 nailed. So you'll see straps on, the person can just hang, and then we're holding that contraction, control down.
Right boys, so welcome to what is an unexpected voiceover because filming that clip and a geezer runs over, tell us we're not allowed the big camera. So that was not ideal. I do like this gym, but obviously it's not great. I think gyms where there's PTs, they're just not big fans of it. So we'll use it as a positive. We'll dive into training and dive into this session and go through it in detail, boys. So lock in, and of course any questions you've got with anything I go through, make sure you just bang it in the comments. So the Watson T-bar, I like it because you can change the width of the handles, so we can line that up pretty much just shoulder width. You see how I'm not just getting spinal flexion over there, I'm just letting them shoulders come forward a little bit, sitting in protraction there, getting my breathing, and then I'm going to really drive back and then make sure I'm patient with that, contract hard. So that's heavy, to be fair. That was 3 plates at a 15. So sticking to what I usually use when I've got the T-bar at home, and then I'm moving on to the low row. So this would usually be the extreme row. You see how, again, I'm going to open everything up there, sit in that. So I'm not bouncing out of the bottom, right? I'm going to sit in that. I'm going to open up, upper back. You can see that working there, right? And as I drive back, that upper arm's coming back, and I'm retracting as well and getting everything short and squeezing that. I'm going to lock that in. That's what we say to all of our guys. Lock that in and then come down. Get your breath, spend time in that stretch. Lock that in and then come down, and you'll see with all of these, I'm using straps, boys. To get these last reps, to take these to failure, there is not a chance I can use this load that I'm using without straps, right? Absolutely no way. So get locked in with that. It is ridiculously important. So moving on to RDL 215. Now, because there is a deadlift bar in the gym at home, I used the deadlift bar. Now you'll see the big problem. I think I had more in the tank, but the plate on the right side started to slip away because the clip itself wasn't great. But we're getting very close to 5 plates, boys. So you can see socks on. We're getting that to mid-shin. We're driving hips through. Felt really nice and strong. It was warm, so it's a difficult one. But you can see all I'm thinking about is just hips back, keeping my breathing above the knee, bracing, and then I'm powering them hips through and driving it. So just think about that, boys. Just think about driving them hips through. That is it. But yeah, with a deadlift bar, you see them plates start to slip now on the right side. I didn't know what it was at the time. I was just like, whoa, why does this feel off? And obviously I need to be careful because with that much load, if the plates do slip, last thing I want to be doing is snapping that hamstring. So I think the bar was fine, to be fair. It felt good, like the grip on it was good. That's why I went for it. But yeah, I just need to make sure the plates are on properly. So stay tuned, boys, because we're getting 5 plates, 100%. So this lat machine, this is primal, what used to be primal strength. My lats, when I'm recording this now, the day after, are honestly like absolutely toasted, like big time toasted. So I really do like this machine. That was just me telling Lucy that the phone is there, because it was camouflaged with these machines. So yeah, it's a good machine. You can change the width of the handles, which is really nice. So you can see we're just coming into a nice full stretch. Spending some time there, driving that upper arm down, elbows down, trying to make sure we feel that lat contract, and then we're just keeping that tension on the lats. But yeah, my lats today feel absolutely fried. So that's back work done. What I then do, again, at home, we have the preacher curl, so I wanted to match that and just get through. So this is, I think this was is that the hammer strength one? I think it is, but it's a nice preacher, to be fair. I do like it. I do like I think I prefer a pin loaded to a plate loaded, to be honest. So yeah, these are good. As you can see, shoulder elbow, wrist, all aligned, right? That alignment we want to keep bang on. You can see as well the little red dot next to my right elbow. That is the pivot point of this machine. So I want my elbow to be in line with that. Triceps stay pinned into the pad. We don't need to be overly slow with these. We just want to make sure you're not bouncing. You've got control. You keep that into the stretch there. As you can see, boom. I'm purposely trying to get into that stretch and then drive through with that and keep that all through my biceps and be patient. Not just get them handles up to the top. I want to get my biceps short and contracted, and that's what I'm thinking about with those ones there. So that was a good set. Then we move on to the face away cable curl. So you see I want a curl now where that upper arm is just pinned behind me now, not in front. So you see I've got the cables a little bit higher. I really like that rather than down close to the floor, just because you can absolutely rinse that stretch. Like I really do like just sitting in that stretch. You see how I'm a bit quicker with these ones on the way down, just because I just want to get into that stretch. Sit there, feel that, so I'm not resting at the bottom. I want to feel that stretch. Like I curl when I felt that stretch, I feel that there, and then I drive up and then I contract, right? That is what I'm thinking about these. I'm absolutely rinsing that length and range. That's the purpose of them, and that's why they're in, and that's why that upper arm there, you can see, stays pinned back. My upper arm is then aligned either side to the cable, so the wider the cable, the wider the upper arm. Narrower the cable, the narrower the upper arm. But those get bicep nailed, and then we just move on to rear delts. So I'm keeping rear delts at the end because at home I have them at the end just because I usually do them on the cables. These cables, to be fair, I weren't a big fan of. So that's why I jumped on the pec deck to get rear delts nailed. But very good session. I wanted to still make sure I cover all of it because obviously we were in to film that properly for YouTube, but hopefully you've enjoyed a voiceover. So if you do like a voiceover, then make sure you let me know and I can make sure we get those covered in the future. But any questions with that, fire away, fellas, and enjoy the rest of this video. Right boys, so it is the next day after that sesh and just getting the cardio done. Rest day today, so straight into work. It is now about 11, so straight down, just getting the cardio done after one meal. So 88.1 again this morning, match new low. I was 88.9 last week, so start weight 92.6. Sorry, 91.6, and we're 88.1 this morning. So getting closer to that 4 kilo down in just over 4 weeks, which will take, like food is still 3,100. When I've done my cardio, I'll give you a bit of breakdown on just the first 4 weeks of prep now and what we can expect. I've got my check-in from Ben tomorrow as well. So we're gonna get cardio done with the view now, boys, and then once I've filled in my check-in, I'll just have a look back over it and I will give you a breakdown of what I've done, how food has changed, and then what we can be expecting. But I've got 15 left on here. We've got a busy day. I'm gonna go get a trim as well. The barber's, boys, is actually just literally there, and it's a decent barber's, to be fair. On last video, if you notice my trim, I mess my own hair up, right? Because I'm so used to, like, I'll always cut this bit and like blend it into my beard. Basically, if I ever do that too high and then fuck it up, if you ever see my hair like that, it is probably not the trim I've had. It's probably me going in, sorting my beard out, and then just messing about too high up when I don't really know what I'm doing. So yeah, if you ever see that, allow it. That hair grows back very quickly, so it's all right. It's usually sorted in a day, even less than a day. It's gone back by the time I'm going to bed. But yeah, if you ever see me butchered, that's why. If not, I'll always tell you, watch them absolutely butcher me today. Let's see, boys. But I'll get off here because I'm probably sounding annoying, blowing, but we'll get this cardio nailed. Right, boys, so majority of work done, calls done, just been for a trim. It's called, I think it's called Hair Club on the marina. It's literally just down around the corner. So if you're ever on the marina and you need to get somewhere quick, them boys are sound. They're really sound. They don't speak much, but they're sound and they'll cut your hair, and that's all we need at the end of the day. So I'm off to get the nicest drink in the whole entire world, fellas, and I will show you that, right? It's absolutely unbelievable. It's the Ghost Sour Patch Kids, and it is unreal, like, honestly. So I've been saving that for a rest day,
but I just wanted to touch on prep to round off this video. So we're 4 weeks in now, and I am 3.6 down, so almost at a 4 kilo down, and we've not been aggressive at all. Like, my food's still on the training day is 3,100, so we've come down from like 3.3 to 3.1, and then like 2.9 non-training down to 2.7 non-training. So that's where food is at. So for 20 weeks, like, we've got so much room now to push. Cardio's at 25 minutes 5 times per week, so we can easily push this now. Like, I'm at the stage, boys, where I'm a little bit leaner, so I'm just feeling a little bit flatter. I've lost some fullness, but then I'm not lean yet, so it's a difficult one because I'm like in that like in between stage. So I want to make sure now that I just keep my head screwed on, keep plowing away, because as soon as I lose like another 3-5 kilo, I'll be feeling a lot better. But right now, like 88, until I get around that 85 mark, I don't feel amazing. So I'm just cracking on listening to Ben and getting that done. But that's been, you know, a smooth 4 weeks, and the first 2 and a bit weeks here, I've handled that really well. So we've got 10 days left here now, and then that'll be 18 weeks out when I get home, and more than enough time to really get the foot down and push. So we've got enough data now to see where I'm at, so I'm fully expecting that to just get pushed that little bit more now, which of course I'll absolutely nail. Right, boys, this is the drink of choice, the Ghost Red Berry one. I'm telling you, right, that was £4. Yeah, £4's a bit steep, but if there's ever a drink that's worth £4, mate, it's that all day. Just for the rest day, we'll take that. So I'm gonna go get some steps done by the marina now, and I've got some form analysis to do as well. So that's what we're gonna head and do. I'm just trying to cross this road, and getting across here with these geezers flying past, honestly, it's like 2 minutes before you can cross. So I got stuff to do, and it's not ideal. And I need to pay attention before this camera gets smashed out my hand. But yeah, we'll walk down here now, boys. We'll have a little trot around the marina, and we'll sit down straight into the form analysis, and I will love you and leave you. So prep, we're moving. I should be, boys, 87s tomorrow. I was 80.1, so praying I get down into them 87s tomorrow. It's a rest day today, so food's a little bit lower, cardio's done, steps getting done, so fingers crossed we get a nice new low and I'm in them 87s. I'll be very happy to see them. So stay tuned, boys. The vids are coming 2 a week. I'm sticking with that. So any support on the channel, honestly, like, I ridiculously appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's going to massively help me out. Any likes, any comments, massively appreciated, boys. I love making these YouTubes, and it's something I want to push forever. I'm going to always be posting YouTube. So we've got big goals, you know, for what I'm doing now with prep, and, you know, as a coach, as the Coaching Coliseum owner, we want that to be the best natural transformation company coming out of the UK. You know, that is what I want. That's the goal there. That's what we're moving towards, and we've got big plans, big plans, and we're not slowing down. So if you want to see how I do that, how we manage both sides of things, then that's what's coming, and anything else in between as well will be in there. And I'll try and get Lucy's face on here as well, but sometimes she makes me delete him if she doesn't like how she's looking, because she'll just moan at me, but I tell her she looks nice. Sometimes she's not having it, so we'll see, boys. But big vids coming, as always. Link for coaching as well is in the description, so if you're interested in that, make sure you just hit the link and I will be in touch straight away. So I will get the steps done around here, boys. I will sip on this, I will love you and leave you, and I will catch you in the next one, fellas. Peace.